ready to go, and we're going to be kicking things off. King of the Hill on streets, map 1, Optic on the main stage against Native Red. Let's do this. Let's see who comes out on top in this pool play matchup.
Penciling everybody in their sight, but there's one team that's played them well. It's Native Red.
I like that opening strat there from Formal, looking to take the spike grenades out, blow that up with a shot to try and temper the push that was going to be coming from Neon Hall. Formal, though, is going to get cleaned up. Just as I say that, though, 3 players down for Native Red. The response having to come through is Trippy as the Bulldog as well as the Stalker, and he's going to be able to clean up Soul Snipe here, and that's a cat hold for Optic Gaming.
Here's Stalk rifle shots, can't quite connect, but the Bulldog will, and Trippy takes control of B as Native Red go 3 down.
Yeah, this is, I mean, Trippy's playing so well this event that I don't even think his camera can sustain him. That's how good he is right now. The man's on fire. You saw him in the KD leaderboard. But you also saw another name up there too who has been oddly out of the conversation, and that's Drug. Hasn't really had an opportunity to get things going here. But you know, man, when Trippy's playing well, that's dangerous for everyone else, because that means that the rest of the squad is playing just as well.
Trippy absolutely doing this thing, and as of right now, Optic almost done with that hill number 1, but Trippy does end up going down. So do 2 members of Optic, but here comes Lucid. The janitor is here, double kill quick. And now Optic looks to close things out.
Big triple kill for Lucid. It's gonna put him on the board. He's only got 4, but 3 of those came back to back to back. Is Optic Gaming gonna look to try and hold this hill down, maybe put 1 on the board, but here comes Native Red on the attack. They got 2 players down right now, but Formal as well. Working alongside Lucid. Try and respond here. Soul Snipe inside of Arcade is gonna get cleaned up by Lucid's BR. It is just going to be Formal here by his lonesome, waiting for his teammates off the respawn. And this is just a smart move, right? They know that they can kind of play around with this for the time being, wait for the numbers to come up, rather than just pushing in like lemmings one after another.
Native Red trying to defend the Rockets and defend that first two at the same time. Optic just 1 tick away. Formal able to get away with the Rockets, but trades out his life. Still, once again, Native Red find himself 3 down. That should be the first capture for Optic, and they're already starting to advance forward to the subway side of the map.
They're putting weapons like the Stalker rifle to good use. The positioning has been absurd. We just look at the way that Formal and Lucid are playing ahead. That's going to lead to that second point for Optic Gaming, and it's all off the backs of just some straight up harassment from Lucid and Formal on the other side of the map, not allowing Native Red to gain any progress.
Native Red were forced to punt that second hill, and now they're looking to defend the A side and still having trouble. Optic somehow able to capture a base and advance forward at the same time, but Lucid does end up going down. Back-to-back kills in favor of Native Red. That's what they need.
But they're going to have to dig deep. Optic Gaming are playing some of the best Halo that they've ever played as a unit. We saw it in Orlando, and we're seeing it here as well. So Native Red are going to have to find a 6th, 7th, and 8th gear if they want to keep up with Optic.
Hold on, all that momentum that Native Red just built up might have been for nothing, because Optic ended up wiping them right there. Now the setup being locked in once again for Optic Gaming. 1 more round of slays, and they'll be right back into it. Once they get the slays, they start to push in for the hill. Lucid wants to get into the fight. Drug not having much fight in him, doesn't go down himself. Now 2 members of Native Red on the opposing side of the map. They have to take their time, get the kills. It just went 3 down. That's not what they wanted to see.
Not at all. And something that I'm noticing every single time we go to a member of Optic screen is that they don't just have a weapon like a battle rifle in their hand. They have a Bulldog, they have a Stalker rifle, they have the Rockets. They are in control of the sandbox on this map. That is something that Native Red is going to have to clean up if they want to go toe-to-toe against the Orlando champs, because right now Optic are about to go up 3-1 and they punch it in.
Optic are controlling the sandbox, and their balanced attack just too much for Native Red. They are not able to slow down Optic Gaming, and now that that hill moves towards the bottom mid, Optic have the opportunity to just play the shot clock. They don't have to go into the hill. They can play 2 minutes and 20 seconds of just Slayer.
They got to put this second one on the board, and I like that they're trying to take the fight. They have 1 player that's going to be in the hill, and then they have activity happening on the other side of the map toward the Optic spawn. The thing is, though, is they can't get too risky with it, or else Optic will take advantage of the opportunity. Rocket finally picked up for Native Red, but it's not going to amount to much. Actually, both rockets get used instantly.
And you notice Native Red is 3 down. Optic are not in that hill. They are playing the shot clock. 1 minute and 40 seconds on the clock. I told you, they're just playing Slayer. And Lucid loves to slay. Rockets a Bulldog in the hands. Putting the shot to the body once again. That's going to be a double kill as Optic are clearing Native Red off the streets.
Yeah, they're just grabbing the mop and just wiping them off. And that is just not what you want to see for Native Red here, but still, they can capture. middle possession here, but they only have a minute and some change left to work with. So now, Tony, to your point, you're 100% right. I was like, yeah, maybe they're not going to, but I think at this point they were decided.
I've never been wrong.
You have never been wrong, Tony. Actually, it should be in your Twitter bio. Tony, why not be casting? Never been wrong. But yes, what's certainly happening here is that Optic decides that they just want to take the fight to Native Red, pound for pound, and the Bulldog's certainly going to help that. A killing spree for Lucid. He's looking for the double, but he's going to get shut down there by Druck. They got to get a body back into that hill. Otherwise, time is going to continue to tick down, and they do not get that second point. They're going to be in trouble here. And at this point, time is the fifth man for Optic Gaming, and he's playing really well. With only 13 seconds left on the clock, Optic Gaming looking to get that first win on the board. Try and try as you might. Native Red, you couldn't finish it in the middle hill. 2-1. Optic pick up map 1.
They are who we thought they were. The Orlando champions taking game number 1. And quite frankly, towards that mid-game, towards that third quarter, if you will, they made it look easy.
Yeah.